Hello, thank you all for coming today. Our names are Emma, Hugo, Estela and Claudia, and today we are going to talk about the mouth. Also known as the oral cavity, the mouth is the hollow cavity that allows food and air to enter the body. The mouth contains many other organs such as the teeth or the tongue, which work together to perform in the digestion and the ingestion of food. So, the mouth plays a major role in the production of speech through the tongue, lips, and cheeks. Digestion starts here, where the food starts being broken down by adding enzymes from saliva, such as amylase, which is in charge of breaking down starches. And also the teeth are in charge of chewing, cutting, and chopping the food with help of the tongue, which creates the food bolus and sends it to the esophagus. Yes. And now let's talk about the different types of teeth. So there are 4 types of teeth. The incisors. The incisors are located at the front of the mouth. They have a sharp biting surface. They are in charge of cutting the food into small chewable pieces. And we have 8 incisors. The canines. The canines are located at the corners of the dental arches. They have a sharp biting pointed surface. They grind and tear the food. And we have 4 canine teeth. The premolars. The premolars have a flat biting surface. They crush the food, and we have 8 premolars. And the molars. The molars are the largest of teeth. They have a flat biting surface. Their function is to chew, grind, and crush the food. We have 12 molars. And now I'm going to explain you some things about the salivary glands. So we have 3 main parts of salivary glands: the parotid glands, the submandibular glands, and the sublingual glands. We also have some other salivary glands all over the mouth, but let's talk about the 3 main parts. So the parotid glands are located behind the masseter muscle, which is here. The submandibular glands are located beneath the lower jaws, superior to the digastric muscle, and the sublingual glands, as its name says, they are located under the tongue. And now my partner Emma is going to explain you the digestion process in the mouth.
Okay, now I'm going to talk about digestion in the mouth and in the esophagus. Stella is going to help me with a visual aid. Yes. Let's begin. Digestion all starts in the mouth, and the first thing we need is saliva. That is produced by the salivary glands. Stella, can you put please the saliva in the mouth? Humans can produce 1 or 1.5 liters of saliva per day, but compared, for example, with a cow that produces 150 liters is not too much. Now the food is too large to be swallowed, so we need to break it up into small pieces, and that's where teeth come into place. We have the incisors or prefrontal teeth that are located that are 8 for up and 4 down, and they are in charge of cutting the food that after is going to be chewed by the molars. And we also have the canines that their food, the premolars that are located between the canines and the molars, and they chew food also. And finally, the wisdom teeth, or third molars. They grow when we are next to 18, and normally they are removed because they can produce jaw problems. Stella, please. Be the molar.
Okay.
Now, the saliva contains an enzyme called amylase that breaks down starch into glucose. Please, Stella.
Thank you.
After that process, food is transformed into food bolus, and this food bolus is transported back up to the stomach by the esophagus. The physical process of the esophagus is called peristalsis. Now, Claudia is going to talk about the most common diseases. The most common diseases.
Gingivitis. Gingivitis is the first stage of gum disease. It's the inflammation of the gum tissue. It begins with the build-up of plaque on your teeth. The bacteria in plaque mixes with sugar from the foods that you eat to produce acids that can attack the surfaces of the teeth and gums. Symptoms of it's characterized by red and swollen gums, pain in the gum area, and persistent bad breath. Oral cancer, most oral cancers begin in the flat cells that cover the surfaces of the mouth, lips, and teeth. Anyone can get oral cancer, but the risk is higher if you are male, use tobacco, drink lots of alcohol, have HPV, which is human papillomavirus, or have a history of head or neck cancer. Frequent sun exposure is also a risk factor for lip cancer. Symptoms of oral cancer include red or white patches in your mouth, a mouth sore that won't heal, bleeding in your mouth, loose teeth, or problems or pain with swallowing, or a lump in your neck. And dental caries or cavities is a specific term for tooth decay. It begins with the build-up of plaque on your teeth, which produces acids that can destroy the tooth enamel. You can avoid this by brushing or flossing daily and looking semi-annual for dental checkups to remove the bacteria before it turns into tartar. And now Estela is going to explain you some diseases.
Now I'm going to talk about caries, but well, it's more or less the story. So now, guys, I'm going to explain you some things like a dentist, you know. I buy them in the Chinese shop. Have you got a black pen, Susan, for the whiteboard?
Black. I suppose that is just there. Just there.
So, yes. Now, guys, I'm going to talk about caries, the definition, the factors involved in caries, the prevention, and the treatment. Well, what is caries or tooth decay? The tooth decay is the destruction of the enamel, that in the book that I give you is this part, this white part. The destruction of the enamel and the dentin caused by a group of bacteria that produce an acid called dental plaque, dental plaque, and they are located in the enamel surface. So, caries is a multifactorial injury, and these are the factors that are involved. First of all, the teeth. The possibilities of having caries will be bigger. It depends on the type of teeth of the different type of person. The saliva. The saliva carry out a very, very important work in the protection of the teeth from caries. The diet. So the diet is a very important factor in the development of caries because some type of cards, especially that ones which have sugar, can increase the possibilities of have caries, such as candy, honey, fizzy drinks, and cakes. The microorganisms. The microorganisms located in the microbacterial flora,
the microbacterial flora of the plaque needs to find an appropriate environment to develop caries. Here the microbacterial flora of the plaque that is described here. And now I'm going to talk about the prevention of caries. First of all, the prevention treatment is focused in each one of the risks involved in the factor. Wait a minute, start again. The prevention treatment is focused on each of the risks involved in the caries. First of all, let's take some of them because the first factor is the host. The person who has caries needs to care about its dental hygiene, using toothpaste with fluor, and using dental floss. The next factor is the diet again. A person who has caries needs to care about the sugar on his diet, needs to, control or reduce the sugar on his diet. And then the last factor is those factors are the microorganisms. Well, to combat the microorganisms, we need to have an optimum dental hygiene. It means brush your teeth every day. Use of mouthwash. Well, dental sealants that I'm going to talk about them later, and toothpaste with fluorides. So the preventive treatment needs to be complemented by go to the dentist frequently. I know we don't like it so much, but it's important. And the treatment. For the treatment, we use dental sealants that I don't know you see in the photo, but there's black points over here, and they are caries. So what does dental sealants do? It's like a white paste that we put on our teeth, and we use it first of all to prevent that teeth to have caries again, and protect and eliminate the caries. And well, now is the turn of the stomach. Stomach.
Ah, no, sí, vale.